Good morning. Abby knows I was like feeling the India feels this morning. They have this like funky little paste called dupe, like DOOP, and you like roll it into like the little like emoji turd looking shape and then burn the top of it, and it smells amazing. Anyways, I was reflecting upon my time in India, and when I first got there, it was really late at night. And I got in a car to go from the New Delhi airport all the way to Rishikesh. That's an 8-hour drive, by the way. I didn't drive. I was in the backseat. I had never been to India. I didn't know anything about it. And we start driving. I'm jet lagged, whatever. And then I see that there are hundreds and thousands of people on the street. And in like decorated like car things, and then also people sleeping on the street, and it was like, what's going on? Like I literally had no idea. I was like, is this what India is? There's like parades through the night, like, and I couldn't sleep, not a wink for 8 hours. I was like rolling down my window. I was like, what are they? What's going on? Later, I found out that actually they were celebrating Shiva Festival, and they're celebrating Shiva Festival the whole time I was there, which is a pilgrimage that men make across the country by foot, and oftentimes barefoot, all the way to Rishikesh, all the way to where I was going. Hence, the roads being completely blocked on the way there. And I was so fascinated. I mean, think about how boring 8-hour car rides can be, right? You're just like, all right, when are we there? I was fascinated for every single minute of it. The smells like woke me up, the colors, the sounds, the language, every part of it I was like awake and alive for. Like I remember so clearly every detail of each and every one of those 8 hours. And when we find ourselves in our normal day-to-day lives, sometimes we kind of black out for 8 hours. We're like, what just happened in the last 8 hours? Did I live any part of my life there? It's so sad because this life could be really rich and full if we were constantly tuned into our senses. And right now, we're in a time where things are really different than what they usually are. There's a revolution happening. There's quarantine happening, a worldwide pandemic. And of course, you can take it down the route of like, the world's falling apart. Or you can say, whoa, there is so much new intake for my senses. How can I awaken right now? Take each moment in, learn from each moment, and choose that route rather than the shutdown victimization mode. So that's today's intention. Realize that the world is changing constantly, especially with technology these days, hour to hour, week to week. And that you can use that constant change as a way of anchoring into the present moment, a freshness of life. Let's start with some breath work. I'm feeling the Bastrika. You guys know I love to get breath high. So we'll do one round of Bastrika with arms, one round of Bastrika with no arms. Bastrika is forceful inhales and exhales in and out of the nose. Inhales, belly expand. Exhales, belly contract. This is what it looks like real time. With arms, it looks like this. Okay? Inhales, bellies expand. Exhales, bellies contract. It's not a hyperventilation. So the first round is with arms. Second round with no arms. Then we'll do an inhale retention and just feel the breath high. Close your eyes. Spine long. It's important that you have a straight spine for this style of breathing. So if you need to sit up against the wall, sit up against the wall. And already turn your senses on. There's nothing that you need to filter out. There's nothing that's un-yogic like. If you hear sounds from outside, listen. If you feel certain emotions and sensations within the body, pay attention. It all deserves its place in your scope of awareness. Take a deep inhale through the nose and an open mouth exhale. Bastrika with arms, begin. Every inhale, arms up high, fingers spread wide. Every exhale, fist down to the hips. Pay close attention to the belly. Make sure the belly's expanding and contracting. If you're more advanced in your practice, you can find a faster pace. If you're newer to this, go as slow as you want to work on the technique. The arms and the breath are both intentional and forceful. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, complete exhale. Empty out, 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 out. Hold empty and relax your fists. Hold empty. Take a deep inhale, fill up, belly, rib cage, chest, and hold at the top for just a few seconds. Holding here, notice the sensations in the body. Controlled exhale through both nostrils. Once you complete that exhale, second round, Bastrika, no arms. Forceful inhales, forceful exhales. So same deal without the arms. Every inhale, belly expands. Every exhale, belly contracts. Once you have a hold of the belly movement, on your inhales, you can fill up belly, then chest. On your exhales, chest lowers, belly up and in. Make sure the force of your inhale matches the force of your exhale. We're about halfway. If you want to challenge yourself and pick up the pace, go for it. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, complete exhale. Empty out, 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 out. Hold empty. Preparing for our inhale retention. Inhale, fill up, belly. Rib cage expands in all 4 directions. Chest lifts. And then once you're full, tuck your chin into your chest. This is called your Jalandhara Bandha, your throat lock. Now shift the volume of your breath from your chest down to your waistline, between nipple line and belly button. And then engage your Mula Bandha by squeezing your pelvic floor muscles in towards each other and then up in towards the center of the body. You're just holding the breath for about 30 or 40 seconds. Relax, let me count the time, and just dive inward. About halfway, you can do it. Last 10. Release the root lock first. Release the chin from the chest. Controlled exhale through both nostrils. Lengthen your spine. Deepen your breath. Notice everything. Notice if you feel relief from releasing the inhale. Notice if that pranayama, that breath work, has awakened any emotions, any feels of tingling or heat. If you want to flow to my playlist today, you can reach over and start it up now. Blink your eyes open. Bottom of the left foot to the inner edge of the right thigh. Janusirsasana. Flex your right foot. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, rotate towards the right leg and then fold forward over it. Grab what you can, whether it be the shin, the ankle, or the foot. Bend your elbows back. Inhale, pull the chest towards the top of the foot. And then exhale, fold forward with the chin slightly tucked. The leg should be active. Press the outer edge of the left knee down. Curl your right toes towards your face. And press the back of the right knee down into the ground. Every inhale lengthening the spine, even if it's just slightly, and every exhale deepening the fold. Release the grip of your hands on your right leg. Soften your arms and begin to stack your left shoulder above the right, opening up into a side body stretch. Again, press the outer edge of the left knee down, and instead of taking this ballerina arm, straighten the arm to the best of your ability. Left palm is facing down towards the floor. Breathe into the left side of the rib cage. The breath is so prevalent that you should feel the posture shift between the experience of an inhale and the experience of an exhale. Inhale up through center, both arms high. Exhale, left palm roots to the outside of the left thigh. Bring the left thumb parallel to the left thigh, root through the left palm, point the right toes. Inhale, lift your hips, right arm up and overhead. So you can just find that long line of energy from right toes to right fingertips, or you can take big circles with the right arm. Left glute is squeezing as you press the left shin down. On an exhale, bring your hips back down to the ground. Right palm as well. Switch the legs out. Right foot to the inner edge of the left thigh. Janusirsasana, other side. Flex your left foot. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, rotate towards the left leg. And then exhale, fold over your left leg. Grab what you can, whether it be ankle or foot. And then bend the elbows back, lift the heart up. Exhale, fold deeper. And if you feel like those little micro movements help you to get deeper in the pose, yeah, then every inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Every exhale, pull yourself into a deeper fold. Make sure both feet are active and flexed. Outer edge of the right knee presses down, back of the left knee presses down. Now, you might have done yoga hundreds, thousands of times, or the practice of asana in your life. Sometimes we do it so often that we forget each shape that we take has a very particular sensation. Even though this one pose is different from day to day, based on your emotions, your physical state. So what is the experience right now? Are you robbing yourself of that by letting the mind drift elsewhere? It's okay if you are. We're human, but just come right back. If you have a grip on the left leg, release it. Begin to stack the right shoulder on top of the left, opening the chest up, lengthening the right side body. Instead of keeping the bend at the elbow, extend through the arm. Reach through the thumb, the index, the middle, all the way to the pinky. Right palm is facing down to the ground. In Hatha, this isn't yin, right? You're not relaxing your body. Activate the legs. Reach through the right arm. And notice how much expansion and stretch you can create in choosing action. Inhale up through center, both arms high. Exhale, right palm to the outside of the right thigh. Point the left toes. Inhale, lift your hips up. Find that long line of energy, left toes to left fingertips. You can stay right here just reaching, or you can take big external rotations at the left shoulder. Another inhale here. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Take both legs wide. Point your toes. Lengthen your spine. Rotate towards the right leg. And tent up your fingers on either side of the right leg. If you feel like you have a really strong core, you can have the palms flat. But no, that's going to be a little harder, okay? So you're leaning forward. You're leaning forward. Press down to the fingertips or press into the palms and lift the right leg up. It's okay if it just lifts an inch. Point the right toes. Squeeze the right quadricep, lifting the kneecap up. Fingertips can be tented or palms can be flat. Did you stop breathing? Slow the breath down. It's okay to shake. Do your best to hold it there. See if you can lift it a little higher on an inhale. Exhale, lower the heel down and fold over the right leg. Good. Inhale, come right back up through center, arms high. Exhale, rotate towards the left leg. So you're folding forward over the left leg. You can tent up the fingers or palms can be flat. Point the toes. On an inhale, press the palms down and forward, lift the left leg up. Point the left toes. Your left quadricep should be engaged. There's no bend in the knee. Press the right hip down. Press into the fingertips or palms. Feel the left side of the core, the left oblique engaged. Squeeze the quadricep muscles to the bone. You can do it. Take another inhale, lift it higher. Exhale, lower the heel down and fold over the left leg. Inhale up through center, both arms high. Exhale, scoop the backs of the knees up, boat pose, Navasana. Shins parallel to the ground. You should be facing the front of your mat. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Lift the chest up. Option to turn the palms face up. If that last core posture we did was super easy, maybe you extend the legs. If this feels, effortless, maybe you bring the arms alongside the ears. Pull the thighs towards the belly. Steady the breath. And notice whether the mind labels things as comfortable or uncomfortable. Can you still choose the active presence? Can you still choose to be here and now? Take another inhale here. Exhale, cross at the ankles, roll over the shins. Toes touch, knees wide, sit back on your heels. Hands to thighs or knees. Bend your elbows back. Inhale, pull the chest forward, lift the chin up. Exhale, press the palms down and forward, round through the back body, tuck the chin. Inhale, elbows pull back, lift the heart up. Exhale, round through the back body, tuck the chin. One more time like that. Cow belly. Exhale, cat back. Inhale, neutral spine, arms high. Exhale, plant your palms behind you, fingertips point away from you. If you're a little tighter in the quads, you'll tent up your fingers. If you're a little more open, palms will be flat. On an inhale, press to the shins and lift the hips up. Squeeze your glutes, roll the shoulder blades down and back, lengthen both sides of the neck, and drop your head back. Breathe into the front body. Press the shins down to feel the length. Feel those 2 points of attachments of the quadriceps, of the knees and the hips, and feel the length in that muscle. Lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes, continuously allow the breath to flow. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Walk your hands forward to a tabletop shape. Step your feet back to a high plank. Shoulders stacked above the wrist, feet are hip width distant apart. Spread your fingers wide. Press down into your fingertips. Your glutes are squeezing, low belly engaged, and there's a slight puff in the back of the heart space. So imagine that I was placing my hand between your shoulder blades and you're trying to press up into the cup of my palm. Breathe here. Feel heat build in the body. Part of why it's so hard to be present is because our mind has decided there are certain things we like and there are certain things we don't like. And the things that we don't like, we don't want to be present for. Let's numb it out. Let's distract ourselves. But those are the spaces where we grow the most, where we strengthen, where we learn. Can you choose to hold and breathe here? Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Nice. Plus the sweet release after the struggle is like, the good stuff. Press into the palms, reach the crown away from the tailbone away from the crown. Press the heels down towards the floor, away from your hip sockets. And if you feel like your low back is rounded, take a slight bend to the knees. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, high plank, right knee to right armpit. High plank, right knee to right armpit. Rather than just tapping the knee to the armpit, squeeze it up and in. Breathe. Your weight should be in your fingertips rather than just the heels of the palms. Inhale, right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, press the left heel down towards the ground and your chest towards your left shin. Right heel lengthens up and back. On an exhale, right knee to nose in your high plank. Stack your shoulders above your wrist. Come high on the ball of the left foot. Squeeze the right knee in. Cat back. Tuck the chin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Front knee stacks over front ankle. Really depends on what you're going for today. So you can drop the back shin down for more support, or you can keep the back knee lifted. Back toes tucked under. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Navasana, crescent lunge. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. I want you to even look down and check in to make sure that's happening. Press through the ball of the left foot and squeeze the left glute. If you have the back shin down, you're pressing your left shin down, encouraging the left hip forward. If it feels funky on your knee, you can always fold the mat in half, right? To have a little extra cushion. Notice if you're splaying your rib cage out to make it feel like you're going deeper in the posture. Draw the low belly in. Lengthen the arms up. And on an exhale, interlace your fingers at your low back. Inhale, lift the center of the chest up. Exhale, external rotation of the shoulders. Draw the knuckles down and along the back leg. Knuckles and chest moving in opposite directions. Breathe into the heart space. Rather than getting caught up in the struggle and stopping there, can you witness what's happening in the body? Can you feel the musculature in the chest opening up and the left hip flexor? Diving fully into your experience rather than clinging to certain things and pushing other things away. On an inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, high lunge. Exhale, hands down to frame the right foot. If you have the back knee down, tuck the toes and lift it. Inhale, step your left foot forward, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins, lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Press through the center of the heels, fan the toes out. So you have a lot of space between your shoulders and your earlobes. Yeah. Inhale here. Exhale, bow forward. Feel the length through the back of the legs. The length of the spine as you release the top center of your head down. Root firmly through the feet. And inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, full body extension. Press through the feet, extend up through the arms. The feet should be together and touching. If you choose hip width distance apart intentionally, that's fine. Do your thing. Squeeze your inner thighs. Draw your low belly in. Lengthen the arms. Don't just stand here in space like this is a cool transition pose. Like bring as much intention to the action as possible. Deep inhale. Exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. You can give yourself a big bear hug, or you can cross at elbows and wrists, bringing the palms to meet. That's up to you and your shoulder flexibility. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, elbows up and away. Exhale, bend the knees, elbows down and in, round through your upper back. Straighten the legs, hips forward, elbows up and away. Exhale, bend the knees, round through the upper back. Straighten the legs, squeeze the glutes, elbows up and away. Exhale, elbows down and in. Stay low in your hips. Inhale, unravel the arms, chair pose. Reach the arms alongside the ears. Sit the hips down and back. Your weight should be in your heels. Your knees pointing in the same direction of the toes. Your arms in full extension. If this feels pinchy at the shoulders at all, you can drop your wrist to shoulder height rather than reaching the arms up and over. Breathe. Take an exhale, sit a little lower. Stay low in your chair. Inhale, pull the right knee up towards the right armpit. Pull it up towards the right armpit. Exhale, bring the right foot back down, sink lower in the hips. Fuse the right oblique. Inhale, pull the right knee up towards the right armpit. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then exhale, sit low in the hips. One more time. Inhale, pull it up and in. Feel the right oblique active, active. Exhale, right foot down, prayer palms to the midline. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank, Phalakasana. Inhale, puff up through the back of the heart space. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Breathe here. noticing little heat pockets in the body, rather than letting the mind step in and judge like, oh, I suck at this, or I'm tight this or there. Just noticing how it feels without the labeling of the mind. Take an inhale. Exhale, high plank, left knee into the left armpit. Puff up through the back of the heart space. Squeeze the left knee up and in. You're all the way up on that right big toe, and you're still breathing. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, press the right heel down towards the floor, chest towards the right shin, feeling length through the back of the right leg. Take another inhale here. Exhale, tiger pose, left knee to nose. Stack your shoulders above your wrist once again. High under the ball of the right foot. Puff up through the back of the heart space. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Option to drop the back shin. Just go a little easier on yourself today. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Front knee is stacked over front ankle, whichever variation you're in. And if you're choosing to have the back knee lifted, the back heel is lifted, lifted, lifted. Press through left heel to encourage the left hip back. Press through right shin or ball the right foot to encourage the right hip forward. Belly button in towards the spine. Lengthen the arms. Deep inhale. Exhale, awkward interlace of the fingers at the low back. So other thumb crosses in front. Inhale, center of the chest lifts. Exhale, external rotation of the shoulders. Draw the knuckles along the back leg. Hips sink down and forward as the heart lifts up. The head drops back. If you feel like you're crunching at the cervical spine at all, tuck the chin slightly and lengthen the neck. If you're having a real hard time holding in each posture, connect to the flow of your breath. Keep drawing the low belly in as you lift the heart up and draw the knuckles down and back. We're almost there. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, high lunge. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot. If the back knee is down, tuck the back toes and lift it. Inhale, step the right foot forward, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach your arms up and overhead. Full body length from toes to fingertips. You know, like first thing in the morning when you kind of like stretch in bed, like intentionally doing that, pressing the feet down into the earth, reaching the arms up. Big inhale. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. And you could just stack the elbows, or you can take full eagle arms, crossing at elbows, wrists, and then palms meet. Inhale, hips forward, elbows lift up. Exhale, bend the knees around through the upper back, sink low in the hips. Inhale, legs straighten, elbows up and back. Exhale, bend the knees, sink low into the hips. One more time, warming up the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the legs, elbows up. Exhale, bend the knees, elbows round. Stay low in your chair. Inhale, unravel the arms, reach them alongside the ears, and exhale, sit the hips back. Let the heat build in the thighs. Witness if there's some kind of mental resistance to that, like, oh, I already had leg day yesterday, or whatever it is, right? Notice that thought form arise from nothingness and return to nothingness. You could sit a little lower. I can't see you, but I know you could sit a little lower. On an inhale, pull left knee up towards the left armpit using those same oblique muscles we did in that high plank. Pull it up, up, up. Exhale, back to the chair. Sink lower. Inhale, pull left knee up to left armpit. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Exhale, sink lower. One more time. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, left foot down, prayer palms through the midline, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips up the shins. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, high plank. Hold in your high plank. You're pros at that already, right? Breathe here. Inhale to shift the shoulders forward. Exhale to lower all the way down to the belly. Reach your arms back. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Take an exhale. On an inhale, lift your chest up. Draw the knuckles back. Squeeze the inner thighs. On your next inhale, lift the legs up. Make sure the pinky toes are pointing down towards the ground and the legs are straight. Breathe. Reach the knuckles down and back. Do not rest your hands on your back body. Create space between the pinky edge side of the fist and the back body, even if you have to bend the elbows. Are you still breathing? Tuck the chin slightly. Take an inhale. Lift a little higher. Exhale, release everything down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck all 10 toes under. You can move through a tabletop. I'm not looking. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right armpit. We've already done this. You're pros at it. Inhale, down to the wrist, down to the right wrist. Exhale, up to the armpit. Inhale, down to the wrist. Exhale, up to the armpit. Inhale, down to the wrist. Exhale, up to the armpit. Inhale, tiger pose, right knee to nose. Exhale, step the right foot through. Warrior one stance, back foot at a 45-degree angle. Encourage the left hip forward and the right hip back, and then inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana one. So a common mistake is the left toes are turned all the way out for warrior one, and you actually kind of want them pointing forward so that you can encourage the left hip forward. Squeeze the inner thighs to pull the right hip back. Same thing, don't splay the rib cage out. Draw the low belly in. And ladies, if you have bigger hips, know that yoga was traditionally made for tiny Indian men, and it might feel a little better in your body to walk the right foot over to the right a few inches, and that'll help you to encourage the left hip forward. Breathe. Press through the left heel. Lengthen through the arms. Another inhale here. Exhale, grab opposite elbows or opposite forearms at your low back. Inhale, press the forearms into the low back and lift the chest up. Exhale, bow forward, right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Encourage your left hip down and forward. Now see if you can create space between your forearms and your back body to stretch the shoulders. So hug the forearms or the elbows tight, and then really reach the forearms away from your back body. Breathe here. Even if they don't leave, if they continue to make contact, try to continuously create space. Press the forearms up towards the ceiling and then up and overhead. You got it. Breathe. On an inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, fold forward. You can keep your arms as they are, or you can release your hands down to frame the right foot. Pyramid pose. So your back foot's at a 45-degree angle. The front leg is straight to the best of your ability. If you have blocks at home, that might help a bit too. Inhale to lengthen your spine, whether the arms are bound or down. And then exhale to fold deeper. Feel it in the right hamstring. Those of you with the arms still bound, exhale, release them down. Take a slight bend to the right knee. Inhale, standing split. Send the left leg high, lengthen the spine, and bow forward over the right leg. If you'd like something a little more intense, you can walk one or both hands to the back of the right calf. Pull the right calf muscle up to pull the crown down. Look back and make sure your left pinky toe is pointing down to the ground. You got this. Connect with the breath. Almost there. If your hands are on the back of the leg, bring the palms flat. Even if you have to bend the right knee intensely to get the palms flat on the ground. Take an inhale, shift your weight into your right heel. Exhale, shift your weight into your fingertips and pull your left knee into your left armpit. Come high into the ball of the right foot like you were going to lift your right foot from the ground. Press with the fingertips. Pull the left knee into the armpit. Lift the right heel. Inhale, root the right heel back. Re-extend the left leg. We'll do it 2 more times just for fun. Exhale, shift the weight of the ball of the right foot. Pull your left knee into the left arm. Press in the fingertips. 1 more time. Inhale, shift the weight back. Extend the left leg. Exhale, pull the left knee into the left arm. But press in the fingertips. Lift the right heel. Breathe. Are you still breathing? Breathe. Take an inhale. Exhale, step your left foot up next to your right and fold forward. Inhale, rise up. One-legged Tadasana. Reach the arms high and bend your right knee up to hips height. Flex the right foot. Press through the left heel. Take an inhale. Again, exhale, eagle arms. Wrap right arm underneath left. You can give yourself a bear hug or cross at elbows and wrists. We're pros at this oblique stuff now. Pull that right knee up to the right armpit and then cross it high over the left thigh. Eagle pose. Bend your left knee. If you have the wobbles, you can use the right toes to kickstand. If you can make the full wrap, top of the right foot to the back of the left calf. Once you have the full wrap, pull the right hip back and center out elbows and knees. Rather than rounding forward, you want shoulders above the hips, core engaged, descending with every exhale. Know that it's more important that you're breathing rather than nailing the posture. You could fall out 1,000 times, but if the breath was steady, it's more likely that you're doing the yoga. See if you can sink a little lower on an exhale. Inhale, unravel, one-legged Tadasana, arms high, right knee bends, right foot flexes. Exhale, right foot down, fold all the way forward, prayer palms through the midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, lengthen the legs. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to a high plank. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Use the length of the exhale. Sweep your arms back. Awkward interlace of the fingers to the low back. Take an exhale. Inhale, lift your heart up, draw the knuckles back. Squeeze your inner thighs. On your next inhale, lift the legs up. Your legs should be straight. Press through the front of the pelvis. Tuck the chin slightly. Reach the knuckles back. Breathe deeply. Where are you investing your attention? Notice the strength in the musculature along the back body. And in noticing, lift a little higher. Exhale, release everything down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck all 10 toes under. Inhale, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Just breathe here in your down dog. Coming back to your senses. Feeling the body. Listening to the music, the sounds all around. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left armpit. Stack your shoulders above your wrists. Inhale, down to the left wrist. See if you can maintain contact with the arm. Exhale, up to the armpit. Inhale, down to the wrist. Exhale, up to the armpit. Inhale, down to the wrist. Exhale, up to the armpit. Inhale, left knee into the nose, tiger pose. Exhale, step the left foot through. Warrior one stance. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bend the front knee. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Encourage left hip back, right hip forward. Engage the lower abdominal wall. Knit the inner edges of the rib cage towards each other. And extend up through the arms. If you need to, you can shorten your stance a little bit if it's hard to get a bend in that front knee. Breathe. Feel your weight situated in both feet. Feel the length you can create in your side bodies by reaching the arms. Take another inhale. And then exhale, bind, grab opposite elbow or opposite forearm. So there's one that feels natural to grab first and then switch that out. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Press your forearms into your low back and inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, bow forward, left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Now once you fold, pull the left hip back. And then create space between your forearms and your back body. Stretching the shoulders. If you're stable in the core and the feet, you can relax your head and neck while you create space between forearms and back body. Breathe. You might be holding the same posture for 2 minutes, but it's a completely different experience from one breath to the next. The body adjusts and opens up. Sometimes the mind resists and struggles. Can you watch the process evolve? Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold over the straight leg. You can release your hands down to the ground if you'd rather not hold on to the bind. I know it's pretty intense. I have tight shoulders, so I feel you. Press down through both feet. Encourage right hip down and forward. Inhale to really lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold deeper. You should feel this in the belly of the left hamstring. If you feel it at the attachment at the back of the left knee, take a micro bend to your left knee. Right hip down and forward. Yes, sacrum leveled. Those of you with the arms bound, on an exhale, release the hands down. Take a slight bend to the left knee. Inhale, standing splits. Right leg high, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over your left shin. Yeah, we've been bearing weight on that left foot for a while. There's intention to that. Breathe, press through the left heel, and if you're loving the power poses, walk one or both hands to the back of the left calf. Pull the meat of the calf muscle up to pull the crown down. Breathe. Dial your right hip down so it's level with the left. Press out through the right heel. If you don't have the hands down on the ground, bring them down. If you have to bend the left knee to get the palms flat, do that. Palms are completely flat. Inhale. They can be fat too, that's fine. Inhale, shift your weight into your left heel. Exhale, shift your weight in the ball of the left foot, the fingertips, and pull your right knee into your right armpit. You're about to push up into a handstand. Press, press, press. Inhale, root the left heel, extend the right leg. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Pull the right knee into the right armpit. Press, press, press. One more time. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, shift your weight into the fingertips. Pull the right knee up and in. Hold, press, breathe, hold. Take an inhale. Exhale, step your right foot up next to your left, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold deeper. Press down through the right foot. Inhale, rise up, one-legged Tadasana. Arms high, left knee bends up to hip height. Flex the left foot. Press through the right heel and engage your right glute. So squeeze the right butt cheek. Take an inhale. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. You can just give yourself that bear hug or take eagle arms. Inhale, pull your left knee up towards the left armpit. Exhale, cross it high over the right thigh. Begin to bend your right knee. Tadasana, eagle pose. Pull your left hip back. Sit low in the hips. Squeeze the elbows down and in. Most importantly, we're breathing. Center yourself in breath. We have major lymph nodes in the armpits and inner thighs. And right now what we're doing is compressing in those places to get the lymphatic system flowing and moving. So compress, draw it all into center. On an exhale, see if you can sink a little bit lower. And then inhale, unravel, one-legged Tadasana. Arms high, left knee bends, left foot flexes. Exhale, left foot down, fold all the way forward. Prayer palms through the midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, tuck, round, and curl. Lift your heels, bend your knees, round through the back body, and tuck your chin. If you can, get the palms flat and press the palms down so the shoulder blades peel apart. And breathe into the back of your heart space. Inhale, look forward. Bring your arms and your hands to the insides of the knees. Take the knees wide. And then drop your knees down and untuck your toes. So you're in child's pose in the lower body. Walk your hands back behind you. For those of us with tight quads, you're going to chill here on the palms. If you can keep the knees rooted, come down to your forearms. If you're very flexy bendy, you might want to come all the way down to the shoulder blades. Press the shins down. Breathe through the front of the quadriceps, the belly, the chest. Close your eyes and drop in. There is an infinite amount we can experience from moment to moment. There's a whole external world to open your eyes to and engage with. There's a whole internal world to open your eyes to and explore. If you're on your shoulder blades, come up to your forearms. Forearms to palms. Plant your palms in front of you and step back to a high plank. Shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Bend your knees, capture the pinky edge sides of both feet or the outer edges of your ankles if that feels better. If you have to take the knees wide to grab the feet, bring them back together so they're hip width distant apart or closer. You can bring them all the way together if that feels good. Take an exhale and then inhale, kick into the palms and lift up. Kick into the palms and lift up. Squeeze your glutes, press your pelvis down, roll the shoulder blades down and back, lengthen both sides of the neck and then take your gaze back. One day, you're going to just gently rest the crown of your skull into the arches of your feet. Press through the front body, kick the legs up and back, and breathe. Notice what this experience of expansion is in the front body. Fully commit to it. You got it. Give it another kick. Inhale. Exhale, relax and release everything down. Toes in, heels out, arms are threaded back. Bring your right cheek to the mat. Yeah, it's a lucky day. I'm doing a mid-practice rest. And really let your body rest. Really relax the body. Bring your chin to the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, zip your legs up, tuck all 10 toes under. Inhale, press up, high plank, feet together. Exhale, side plank, rotate to the pinky edge side of your left foot and your right arm high. If you're like, oh my goodness, Nikki, this is a little much for me today, you can drop your left knee down and take a supported side plank instead. Yeah, and if you're a go-getter like Abby here, you can hover the top leg. If the top leg is hovering, I want you to have some extra fun because you're really going for it, you know? On an exhale, pull your right knee up towards your right armpit and hold it there. You can stay right here. If you want, you can extend the right leg. And if you feel like, whoa, my hand's right there by my toes, you can grab the big toe with the peace fingers and press the right heel out and forward. You know, just some options for the crew. Press the left fingertips down and forward. Press to the pinky edge side of the left foot. Breathe. Take an inhale. Release the bind of the foot, reaching right arm forward. Exhale, right palm down to the ground. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Second round of Dhanurasana. Bend your knees, because sometimes it's better the second time, you know? Grab the outer edge of the feet or outer edge of the ankles. Press the pelvis down. Complete exhale. And then inhale, kick into the palms and lift up. Now, you're in the comfort of your own home. If you're not giving your full effort because it's the second time, you're like, I already did this one. I want you to realize that there's probably so many other situations that in life that you'll find yourself in a second time, a third time, or a fourth time. But each time there's a new experience to be had. Each time there's something new that you can take in. So be here for it. Press through the front of the pelvis, kick into the palms, and give it one big gust of an inhale. And then exhale, release everything down. Toes in, heels out, left cheek to the mat. And just relax your body into the earth. Let's not get too cozy. We still have that other side plank to do. Bring the chin to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders. Zip the legs up. Tuck the toes under. Inhale. Press up. High plank. Exhale. Side plank. Pinky edge side of the right foot. Left arm high. Fear not. If you need to drop the bottom knee, drop the bottom knee. If you want to hover the top leg, hover the top leg. If you're hovering the top leg, you know what? You're like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Then pull your left knee into your left armpit. You can stay here, just engaging the left oblique, or you can extend the left leg. And if the fingers are near the toes, grab your left big toe with your peace fingers. Lift the hips. Press through the right palm. Steady your breath. You know what variation of the pose is best for you. Listen to your body. Root the knuckles down in the right palm to protect the wrist. Press, press, press. If you have the left big toe bound, inhale, release it. Exhale, reach the left fingertips up and overhead. Take another inhale here. Exhale, left palm down to the mat, high plank, and drop down to the knees. Let's just take a child's pose for a little bit. Toes touch, knees wide, arms reach forward, forehead to the ground. If you're looking for more shoulder stretches, you can bring the palms together and bend your elbows, bringing your thumbs to the back of the skull. Crawl the elbows forward to lengthen the triceps and get into the shoulders. Slow your breath down, and more particularly slow the exhales down. So you can even count the length of your inhales and then tag on an extra second to the exhales, an extra 2 seconds. If your elbows are bent, re-extend your arms. Walk your hands back, coming to seated on the heels. Bring the knees together. Turn around, sitting on your bum. Turn your palms face up. Oh yeah, and then slowly roll down to your back. When you get there, it calls for an open mouth sigh. I feel you. Go for it. And bend your knees. Bottoms of the feet rooted. Fingertips can almost reach the backs of the heels. Now, if you're a beginner, I want you to do bridge pose. If you're more advanced in your practice, full wheel is an option. I'll cue you into that second. So for those of you doing bridge, press down into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, squeezing the glutes, rolling the shoulder blades down and back. For those of you moving into full wheel, hands to either side of the head, fingertips point towards your shoulders. On an exhale, pop up to the top center of your head first. On an inhale, straighten both arms, both legs, lifting the crown of the head from the ground. Now power up your quadriceps. There's a reason why we have strengthened and opened our quadriceps today. They are key in a full back bend and in Urdhva Dhanurasana. Press through the feet, engage the quadriceps, and send your chest in the direction the elbows are pointing. Send your chest forward. Breathe here. Squeeze the glutes to protect the low back. Engage the low belly and send the heart through the shoulder gate. Those of you in bridge, you're doing perfect. Engage the glutes, lifting the hips, chest lifts towards the chin. 3 more breaths. Commit to where you are. Take another inhale. Exhale, slowly lower. If you're in full wheel, tucking the chin first. Everything down. Bring your feet to the wide edges of the mat and just sway the knees side to side. Sway the knees side to side. The classic finisher move, happy baby. Pull the right knee into the right armpit. Left knee into the left armpit, and then flip the shins upward. Bottom of the feet flexed up towards the ceiling. Make sure the low back stays rooted. You can grab your calves, your ankles, maybe the feet. Pull the knees down to either side of the torso. If this feels like a nice and juicy stretch, you can hold still here. If you want, you can sway side to side. And if you grab that big toe, no problem. In that side plank, it might feel good to straighten one leg. Straighten the other leg. Bring it into center. Wrap your arms around your shins and bring your forehead to meet your knees. Before you squeeze, take a deep inhale. Fill your lungs up completely, every little nook and cranny. And then hold at the top and squeeze your body. Squeeze your toes, your inner thighs, your arms, your face. Full muscular engagement. Squeeze, draw it all in. Hold yourself tight. And then exhale, release. Shavasana. Legs long. Arms by your sides. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Relax all 10 of your toes, both feet. Relax your right leg, your left leg. Relax your belly, chest, arms, fingertips even. Relax your face. Realize how much you can experience in stillness and in silence. with the ability to hear, smell, see, taste, feel. Because we're meant to engage with this moment as it is. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. When you're ready, start to bring some little movements back. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your ankles and wrists. Like you're just kind of exploring what it is to have a body for the first time. You could turn the head side to side, loosen up the jaw a bit. Now don't let me rush you. If you need more time in Shavasana, do your thing. If you're ready, inhale, full body stretch. Legs long, arms long. Open up and take up space. Exhale, gather both knees into the chest. And roll to your right side in a fetal position. It's a choice to engage with the breath, to engage with the senses. It's a choice to be here now. Press up into a seat. Anjali Mudra. Left hand meets right. Thumbs rest at the center of the chest. Notice what it feels like in your body to take this gesture, this mudra. Can you imagine if we were constantly checking in? How it feels to walk a certain way, how it feels to interact with certain people. Can you imagine how full life would seem? Let's close with an Om. Inhale to Om. Namaste. Thank you, thank you. Always an honor.